This is Movies in Contemplation with Jarokk and...
Oh, am I talking to?
Jesus, yeah. Hello, everybody. Welcome back.
Hello.
With Movies in Contemplation coming at ya.
Yes, Jarokk and Cali here.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, we want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving indeed. Everyone eat well and be safe.
And nap even better.
Yeah, God.
Afterwards.
Mm-hmm. Responsible eating, everyone.
Yes, it's all responsible eating.
Yeah. So, today we are rocking out with Boys and Girls, a Cali pick.
Yes, this movie came out in 2000, starring Freddie Prinze Jr., Jason Biggs, Claire Forlani. It was directed by Robert Iscove, and he also directed another Freddie Prinze movie, She's All That. Am I a bet? Am I a fucking bet?
Am I a fucking bet? Did
Tra-
this come first or did that come first?
I think She's All That came out first because
they seemed like the same fucking thing with a different take.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
And I'll talk about it. These movies do have a bit of the same formula, which is fine. But yeah, She's All That, and then the classic from Justin to Kelly.
Why, Justin and Kelly.
Oh my God, we're not even gonna start with that one, but
Good.
There you go. That's that one. But let's get to the wine first.
Let's get to the wine.
It was a pretty easy pick, and I'm sorry, spoilers.
Yeah.
The wine is called I Love You.
I love you.
And it's funny, I didn't notice until now that behind the logo it says I love you in different languages.
Oh, that's adorable.
Yeah, and on the back it's kind of blank. Like, I feel like this is a wine you would give to someone for like a Valentine's Day gift, and you can write like a little note behind it. But
I love you.
Yeah, I heart you.
Oh, yeah. I heart you.
Yeah, California red table wine. But it's okay. It's a little on the thin side. Not as...
Not as bold.
Yeah, not as robust. But, yeah, it's all right. It's a really good wine to take with you if you were, like, traveling and you don't have a cork screw.
A corky screw?
A corky screw? Aww.
You don't have a corky screw?
Yeah, and this is a twist-off cap, which we normally don't get, but... Hey, we're trying out new things.
You know what? That's the point, though. We try out new things, we see what goes with the movie, and then we drink it and discuss.
Yes, we contemplate.
Right on.
Right on. That was gorgeous.
Okay, moving on. Let's get into the meat here. What does this movie mean to you?
It really means that, like, these type of movies were our generation of those romantic comedies.
Yeah.
Like,
especially like the young college, high school.
Yeah, high school, college. Like, well, we weren't in college at the time when this came out, but, you know, it was like beginning of high school. And I just think it's just one of those movies that it's very predictable, but it's just, it's cute, it's fun. I instantly fell in love with Claire's... Is it Claire Forlani?
Claire Forlani.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, I want to make sure I got her name right because I love her so much. But
just call her Jennifer.
Yeah, that's her name in the movie. That's how I know her, as Jennifer. I love her character because she reminds me of like a young Whitney Cummings.
Yeah,
with her humor, like very.
I see it now.
Very dry. She's very like playful, like very cute, but also can be like one of the guys. And I really kind of identified with her character, especially like in my younger years, just being like, you know, just trying to be that carefree person, but deep down, of course, having someone, you know, to share that life with. It's hard to admit sometimes when you want something that you think is like cliche or whatnot. And also, I love the fashions. I'm gonna call out so many cute fashions. Like, I wore all this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you have too, which I'm gonna.
Yeah.
See.
Yeah.
We've all been there.
Yeah. This did really take me back.
Yeah.
With everything, we'll get there.
Oh yeah.
But it did. I was like, my God, take me back to my growing up.
Yeah.
Childhood.
Oh my God. And I also like
high school.
Yeah, because this movie like also wasn't one of the top well-known of, like, the Freddie Prinze movies.
No.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it was either, per se.
Not
This
too many
was
people know about it.
2000, and we'll get there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
let us begin.
Yeah. Did you know about this movie before?
No.
No, correct. Right. I didn't think so.
No, I didn't.
But you've seen other
I've
like
seen
this.
I've seen a lot of FPJ.
FPJ.
And I've known of FPJ for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I know, I mean, my first film with him obviously was I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Oh, yes.
So I was introduced to him in that one, and then
Mm-hmm.
everything else, and I really liked him. But when he started doing all those like rom-coms, teens
yeah.
shit, I was just kind of like,
That became his niche.
yeah,
his
I'm not
niche.
really a fan of you anymore per se.
Aw.
But then it was like, but now he does like VO. He does a lot of VO, and I'm like, okay, dude, I'm back in your bandwagon. This is shit you should have got into a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, lots of
because he's got that perfect voice though for like the leading role in voiceovers.
Yeah.
like he's got that perfect young voice, and he can go like different routes as well. But
Yeah, and you mean like VO, like he also he does cartoons
Like
and video
voiceovers,
games.
yeah.
Okay, just want to
voiceovers in
just in
general,
case
VO,
no one
voiceovers.
knew what that was. But yeah, that became like because his career during this time like of this movie like was just skyrocketing, where he was just
Yeah.
getting movies, kind of playing somewhat of the same role, but
I will agree. He
Mm-hmm.
did kind of play the same character in a lot of things, and he was very much that actor that was Freddie Prinze Jr.
yeah, the leading man that
Yeah.
meets a girl that you wouldn't think that they would be together when you think of a cookie cutter of, you know, what a couple should look like. Mm-hmm. But they break through all the odds and they go against everyone and they show that they're in love and all that.
Yeah.
But they don't go past after saying I love you and then the movie's over. Then it's like, well, wait a minute. What happens after that?
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, you know, just really fun and cute to watch.
Yeah.
Gets corny and stuff nowadays, but sometimes you like a little cheese with your wine, you know?
You do. I mean, hey, I enjoy a good goat's milk Gouda. Okay.
So yeah, let's dive in.
Let's hit the ground running. Hey, Green Day.
Yeah, but it's perfect for
It is.
the movie that we're
ahead.
talking about. We're taking you back in time.
Back in time. Go
To after Y2K. We all survived.
We all survived.
The crash.
Yeah.
And we are at an airplane, and we see this young little nerdy boy dressed in like this little suit.
Bowl cut, glasses.
Bowl cut.
Braces.
Oh my god, braces, yeah. And he does that thing. He's that grammar police.
I'm sorry. I hate those fucking people.
Yeah.
If you're that person, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're shit. Like, I just have such an irritation with those type of people because it's like, you know what? Fuck off a minute.
Yeah, you know what I meant.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
Can I go to the bathroom? I don't know. Can you?
Yeah.
Can I get you something to... I don't know. Can you? Oh, man.
Yeah. Shut the fuck up a little bit. Like, calm down.
Yeah, who the fuck are you?
But I
Yeah.
appreciate my mom always correcting my grammar because I'm still try to be a little
Yeah.
more,
Now, that being said, my grammar sucks dick.
well,
But I accept it.
Yeah, you
I
accept
am
it.
who I am.
you are, and
I am.
that's all you can be.
I am who I am.
But yeah, Freddie Prinze Jr., young Freddie Prinze, he's about 12. He has have you ever been on a plane by yourself when you're under 18?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No, okay. Well, I'm sure it's crazier now than it was, but you had to...
And that's why they had that paper on
You
it.
had to have that thing around your neck that said, you know, you're under 18. You get assigned a flight attendant to kind of keep after you. You'd also get an escort from where your parents can drop you off to getting your seat on the plane and
No
everything.
shit.
And oh yeah, I had to do that once or twice. But yeah, it's fine. It's just it kind of feels like you have your own little personal assistant kind
Yeah,
of thing.
that sounds really... Yeah, that does sound really neat. No,
Yeah.
the first time for me when I flew commercially was... I think I was 19. That's when I first went to LA.
Wow.
So I was 19. So yeah, I was alone.
No, but the flight attendant said, was trying to be super nice, can I get you anything? And Freddie Prinze goes, well, it's not Freddie Prinze yet.
I don't know. Can you?
And she thought it was like cute and charming at first, and he goes, "May I?"
Yeah.
Get
Well,
you something?
may I get you something? He goes, yeah, you may.
Yeah.
You got all like excited. Yeah, you may.
Yeah.
And then it was just
Like sometimes you just got to give a kid a bone, like let him feel smart.
yeah.
But he tries it again, and she's like, oh, "Okay,
Yeah, she walks off.
you only get one."
Yeah. That's how I feel. Like, I give you
Yeah.
that one shot. You give me that shit, and I'll be like, okay, may I?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then you hit me with that shit again, and then I'm going to be like, you know what?
All right,
We're done.
enough.
Honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we see another young gal with the same thing around her neck, sitting down, and we find out that it's Jennifer.
Jennifer.
Yeah, so they're about like a year apart. He's 12 and she's 13.
Yeah.
And I can't remember how it.
He asked if she was having problems packing because she was late. They were about to take off or something,
Oh,
and she
okay.
just got on the plane.
Yeah, maybe he thought that it was because of her that the flight was being delayed.
Yeah, and he's, oh, you late packing?
Yeah, that's funny. I actually thought because I thought he was kind of like shading her on her attire because he was in a suit, like he was like this, like he's like the young little president.
Yeah,
Traveling.
He had that button up and that nerd.
He had a
looking.
tie too.
They really played the nerd shit with him.
Oh yeah, it was very spot on. There you go. No guessing here. And she was underdressed, but like, who wants to dress up to go on a fucking plane?
Yeah.
Give me sweats, some
Tank top.
tank top. Oh, sorry, no tank tops.
Sloman tank top.
Yeah, Sloman. But he kind of like, yeah, he does the whole thing of, oh, you late packing? She's like, no, just got my first period. And he's like, oh, okay. She asks, is it weird knowing that I am bleeding right now? And we can like totally have sex and I won't even get pregnant. He's like, well, no, it's biology, so it doesn't bother me.
Do you orgasm?
Yeah. Yeah, she asked about
she just starts
orgasming.
bringing up all this shit, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I was a little like, what the fuck is going on here? Mm-hmm. So I was like, so is she playing with him? Is she fucking with him because she knows the type of person he already is off the bat? Mm-hmm. Like, what are we dealing with here? Why are we coming off hot and heavy all of a sudden? She fucking didn't even talk to him yet.
Yeah. Well, I think a little bit later on we find out why. I think she just does it just to fuck with people.
With people in general.
Yeah, or anyone, like maybe just people that feel uncomfortable where they are. Like that's probably her way to like break the ice.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's not a big deal. But they start talking about like where they're going. Like I guess it's either from like New York to LA or the opposite. And Ryan's parents are divorced, but he's trying to get them back together. And she's like, yeah, my parents are separated too. But
Yeah.
you know, when you just aren't in love with someone, like that's it. It's just over. And he's like, no. You gotta work at relationships. It's a perfectly timed, like, it's just setting up that she's this free spirit and he is book by the rules, like, hard worker, has to do everything has to be planned ahead, and she's the opposite. Mm-hmm. And they get into a cute little bicker.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, well, you're ugly. You're ugly.
You're dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're dumb.
Yeah. It's cute. But after they argue, they start to take off, and you see Ryan's like, he starts to get really scared. He starts counting, and she starts to feel a little bad. She's like, just try breathing. You know, it'll help.
Yeah. He has anxiety to fly, apparently.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of people do. Mm-hmm. And then it cuts to a couple of years later. It's now high school, homecoming game, and Ryan is the mascot of his school, and Jennifer is the prom queen of the other school.
Yeah.
What was your mascot in high school?
Spartan.
Mm-hmm. Did you have like people dressing up as mascots? And...
I don't, honest to God, recall ever actually having a mascot until I became a senior and one person in a lower grade decided to do it. No one ever wanted to be the mascot, so we never had one. And then just now all of a sudden we had a Spartan mascot, and that was it.
Did they treat him right? Was he received well?
Yeah.
That's
honest
good.
to God, our school was very football. They respected the mascot. They respected
the sport
in general. They did boo the fuck out of the other team, though, I will say that. We had moments where I remember one game particularly. There was a time where I wasn't a part of this shit, but I was there. There were people that were trying to march to the opposing team's side to start like a boo chant in front of the stands, and the police that we had who were there at the game, like, all came out of nowhere. Our principal
Whoa.
came out of nowhere. They were all like, "Everybody back in the stands!" They were, like, freaking out. The cops were, like, standing there like we were going to riot. And it was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Mm-hmm. Didn't go to a football game after that for a while.
Oh, well, understandable.
Nah, but it was fun.
My mascot was the Conquistador.
Oh!
Try putting that in a fucking cheer.
Conquistador!
Yeah, it's hard. But I felt bad for hours because so many people tried, and the people in the stands just were awful.
To your team?
To the mascot.
Oh, to the mascot. So
Yeah.
your school was awful to the mascot.
Yeah. Well, they were awful to everybody, honestly.
Oh.
Our team, like I said in our Bring It On episode, our team was terrible. I was a cheerleader, and we were good, but they didn't seem to like us either. I don't know. It was just not fun. I felt bad. There were a lot of people that attempted to play the mascot, and it's hard to dress up a conquistador. That's a pretty elaborate, like, outfit.
Yeah.
It was mainly like a chick tried to, like, dress up, but the costumes were just so sad.
Yeah.
They didn't really commit that much. They just put, like, a sheet around their neck for, like, a cape and little plastic hat. It was just never really, it just wasn't a conquistador. It was just, it looked like a kid playing dress up. But still, like, they tried. But, you know, poor little Ryan. They're like the Gophers or something.
Yeah, the Gopher. But I didn't see his school being the asshole. It was
True. It was the opposing team.
The opposing mascots, and I will say this, I have never seen so many fucking mascots on one
Yeah.
team. They had, like,
Well,
fucking 5.
well, they were the Knights.
Yeah, and
So
they had
maybe
like 5 of them.
they thought Knights plural.
Right.
So, hey, let's...
We're the Knights.
Yes.
You there, Gopher! Dost thou argue against my queen?
Oh, yeah. 'Cause-
Dost thou have rage against her?
and you hear a Gopher voice like... "Brr?" Yeah, and poor...
Taste my steel, fiend!
Yeah, poor little Gopher got his head cut off, and you see Ryan's face, and the king and queen, Jennifer and the king, were what they always do for, like, homecoming games. They're riding on the car, and the king's like,
convertibles.
yeah, run over the mask.
Yeah, run over the head!
Yeah, Jennifer's like, no, but it happened, and
Yeah.
game's over. Ryan's just kind of sitting at the lunch table, just all kind of like bummed out, and you see Jennifer come out, and she's got this like really long hair, which you can tell is super fake, but you know they gotta establish change
Extension.
in some way, yeah. And Jennifer was really like, you know, oh, how's your head? You know, is everything okay? And Ryan says, hey, I know you don't remember me, but we were on a plane together. And she goes, Ryan?
Counting Ryan?
Oh my God. I tell that period story all the time. It was kind of cute for sure. And she wanted to go hang out. It's like, hey, like, do you want to go grab some coffee? And he's like, well, what about your boyfriend? And she's like, oh no, him? No, I don't go for relationships. I like to keep my options open.
Yeah.
And he didn't really get it. Like, I think he probably doesn't have a lot of female friends. But she's just like, hey, yeah, let's go hang out. Like, I can't remember how, but they got into another argument where they're just going, you're dumb.
Yeah, it started recapping back from the beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was short. And then it's a couple years later, and then we're at Berkeley College. Ryan's in a relationship with
Willow. Buffy the Vampire fans.
Oh.
Michelle.
Oh,
American
see,
Pie.
I'll always remember her as Michelle.
He's my bitch.
Yeah, American Pie.
But yeah, I don't know Buffy, but
Michelle Flanagan.
They both have glasses. They both have like stopwatches, and like their kissing is really cute and virginal. And you see Jennifer again. Ryan? Oh yeah, Gopher Boy.
Hey.
Yeah, we go way back.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's all. Yeah, Ryan's just.
To bring up FPJ's look at that point, like.
What'd you think?
The parted hairline, like, just...
The middle part?
The middle part hairline, the glasses, still, like, the fucking watch. They're really pushing his nerdum.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, dude.
And he still had braces.
He did still have braces. He had braces for fucking 6 years,
through
apparently.
College? Well, some people do, though.
It wasn't even through college. He had the braces when he was, 12. And then he had them through...
He was 18?
High school, and then he had them in college.
Yeah, like 6,
7
years
It was like,
of braces.
I'm 12 and he had braces.
His teeth?
How bad were his teeth?
They must have been fucked up.
Right.
Poor guy.
But anywho, I was just like, okay, what is this? What is this?
Yeah, it was just the costume
And then
department.
later, right, and then later when we see a change that isn't talked about, he all of a sudden now he's got short Freddie Prinze Jr. hair. And now he is barely wearing his glasses. And he is a hot dude. And we don't see this transitioning. Like, where did this come from? What the fuck was this?
I think, in my opinion, because from the beginning of the movie until his change, I think it's a symbol of him finally beginning to change and really find himself, because he's been looking the exact same for like 7, 8 years.
Yeah.
And he was so set in his ways that I think the change, it was more of like him evolving into his college adult self. I don't want to say like adult, but I think this is him changing to letting things go a little bit, having a little more fun, not being so uptight, and yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I guess I would have liked to have seen more of him finding himself in the movie instead of he just does it off screen and we don't know why this shit just happened. And I'm not asking for a she's all that shit where Jennifer helps him. More or less, I want to see him figure it out on his own. You know what I mean? Like, I would have found that a little bit more engaging. I would have been probably more engaged. And been like, wow, look at that. He's finding his path. He's finding his way. Who he really is. But anywho, back to it.
Yeah. Well, I do want another fashion moment. Jennifer's wearing a jean jacket with the white tank top that had the bullseye on it. Same as Tank Girl.
Yeah.
Loved it. She had this cute skirt, tights, boots, totally my style right there. But they meet up again at like the registration office. There's a long line. It kind of took me back to like community college. We had to wait in this huge long line to try to like change classes or some shit. And they're talking about like their relationships. And Jennifer's like, long distance, huh? It's not gonna last. My freshman year, the entire building, everyone that was in a long distance relationship was done in like 6 months. And Ryan's just like, no, we have a very close relationship where everything is perfect. And she's just like, ugh, that sounds kind of boring. But Ryan asks where she lives, and she's like, and she kind of says it like as like a throwaway line, like, oh, I live off campus with my boyfriend.
Yeah.
And he's like, what? You have a boyfriend? You have committed yourself to one person to be in a relationship, blah, blah, blah. She's like, yeah, isn't it crazy when you just fall head over heels over somebody?
Right.
So you kind of see that she
grew up a little bit.
Either she grew up a little bit, but like the stuff that she talks about, like, not saying that she's full of shit, but, she doesn't really practice much
what she preaches.
Yeah. Soon after... Oh, wait, no. We meet Hunter.
Jason Biggs.
Now, what did you think of his character?
You know what? I found his character very fucking annoying.
I knew you would.
Yeah, I found his character super fucking annoying. What is the point of you? From the minute of, let me save you from however he locked himself in the trunk. He locked himself in a trunk. And by trunk, I mean luggage. He, magically locked himself in his own luggage. And when Freddie Prinze gets him out, he's all like, oh, how are you going to tell it that you arrested me and I was gasping for air? What do you mean? Oh, the story. Like, what's your version going to be?
The story of how we met. As roommates.
And I was seeing that as a thing throughout the film. Like, it's all about your story, like how you tell it. And shit, like that was the theme, I think, of this film.
And his fashion in this, oh my god, like...
It was all over the place.
Super, like, his hair changed colors all the time. Like, it had that, like, I think when I thought of his hair, it looked like a turtle shell.
Yeah.
Where it was, like, half bleached.
I did have the spiky hair.
So many dudes did.
I did. My hair, believe it or not, was naturally spiky. I would jump in a fucking pool. My hair would be wet, and this one I had hair.
Oh,
and
you have hair. Shut up.
But when I had a hairline...
Thank you.
But no, when I would jump in a pool, my hair automatically go spiky.
And you did the bleachy.
I bleached once. I did frost the tips once, and I did it in college because I wanted to say that I at least did it once.
Yeah, I don't know any dude around that time that did not at least do it once.
And I did it once just to say that I fucking did it, and I would tell people that because they would ask me, because I did it a little after it was popular. So I was like, all right, I did it. And people would be like, what do you do? What's up with your hair? And I was like, oh, I'm playing Joey Fatone at Rage. I'm playing Joey Fatone at that club Rage tonight. You know, I would tell people that.
But you're like a Joey impersonator?
Yeah, that I was like a Joey Fatone, look-alike or whatever.
Hey. Yeah, with Jason Biggs, he wears those like really baggy pants, shirts.
And that was me. I was a baggy pants wearer.
So was I.
I didn't wear a belt. My ass was out half the time.
Pants on the ground, pants on the ground.
Yeah.
Looking like a fool. Blah, blah.
With
Okay.
my pants on the ground.
With the gold in your mouth, head turned sideways, pan hit the ground, call yourself a cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, his ensemble minus the shirts was very much me.
Yeah.
And minus the hair change. I never did change, but the only time I ever colored my hair was the tips that one time. But I did spiky hair, baggy jeans, shirts, not so much. It was always a muscle shirt for me.
Oh, and still to this day.
And still to this day. So, yeah, they almost got it right.
Yeah, he always had like that overshirt, that button down, that were these like really crazy designs that looked almost like Japanese kind of designs at one point, and then like really weird like checker print, and they always, I noticed, a little bit matched his hair, because there's one time he was wearing this button down Japanese art looking shirt that had some purple in it, and that was when his hair was purple. And I'm wondering, did he change his hair color with every outfit that he wore?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't think about that. I was just like, did he just change his hair?
Yeah.
Change his hair?
I've watched this movie so many times, I like start to notice those little details. But yeah, I think he was just supposed to be the comedic relief, and I think so was Jennifer's roommate, Amy.
Amanda Detner or whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, that's Jennifer's roommate, who we meet in the next scene or so, because Jennifer's dating someone off campus who's like a musician. And boy, do I know about dating musicians.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Amy's like running down the street, and you see this speaker just hit the fucking pavement. Jennifer gets dumped
Boo.
by the musician. He dumped me.
Yeah.
I don't know. And she's just so distraught and
Right.
so just like packing up all her shit.
And the way he did it was so... If that's really how he did it, I don't know. She's so full of shit in the film that you really don't know.
Yeah. But I think for the film, I'd say to keep it like funny, probably true, because it's like, hey, way to fall in love with a musician with them writing a song about you. Of course it's going to be like, oh my god, I'm in love. But the song, okay, like when you look at the band,
Right.
it's very early 2000s, like they are trying to be punk, but they're really not. But still the music didn't match.
Yeah.
It was very doo-wop.
Right. Jennifer, do you want me to be true? How can I say I'm no longer in love with you? Or whatever the fucking words were.
He's like, what can I say? I found somebody new.
Yeah,
Something
that
like
shit.
that. But that's how she was like explaining.
Jennifer.
She's explaining how he broke up with her. She was at the club listening. She's like, oh my god, and I was just looking at him like, I can't believe I love him so much, and how could I possibly love anyone who is just so amazing? And then the song played, and that's how he dumped her. And then end of the song, he's like, yeah, actually it was pretty catchy. Everyone was kind of singing along around the second chorus.
Yeah.
And in
That was pretty...
and even the singer even said like, doobie doo.
Yeah, he said doobie doo.
Yeah, doobie doo. And then Amy says, well, it's great. That means you can move in with me.
Right.
Jennifer takes his guitar and says, doobie doo my ass.
Doobie doo my ass.
Which I've never done. I've never wrecked someone else's instruments or equipment.
Yeah.
Just want to put that out there. And we find a little bit more about Amy. And I feel like Amy and Hunter, they're kind of the same character, but
They were
different.
both annoying. Very
Annoying.
much.
Very, very annoying. Amy was that, like, she tried to play that neurotic, uptight college
My
student.
therapist. My therapist. My therapist. My therapist.
Yeah, that.
Take a shot every fucking time she mentioned her
Yeah,
therapist.
like the type of person that like you would think, yeah, she might need some therapy, but it's like, no, you know what? Why don't you, like, she just needs to go live life and figure shit out on her own.
Yeah.
In the end, she does. But yeah, she just like complained all the time. But hey, her and Jennifer were best friends, and Jennifer had somewhere to stay. We also find out that Ryan and his girlfriend break up as well. There's that scene because Ryan and Jennifer, they just have this amazing capability of just running into each other at the perfect time when something happens in their life.
Yeah.
and she's always there. They're always there for each other to talk about it. But as Ryan was talking about, what happened, his girlfriend says, "We never get to do laundry together."
Yeah. He's like, yeah, we went over and saw this couple doing laundry, and that made her all upset because she wants to be together all the time.
Yeah. And Jennifer has this great line, "I send mine out."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Send mine out.
Which I've mentioned before, but I totally did the same thing.
You did. You do send yours out.
Yep.
Or you did send yours out. Now I do it for you.
I
Kidding!
do it too.
I know.
Swap. But you kind of are getting more of how opposite Ryan and Jennifer are, but they still somehow they get along. That's what I think is cute about the relationship. It's like you don't, and that's what Ryan learns. It's like you don't have to have the same personality, the same interests, the same tics to make a relationship work.
Right.
And Jennifer kind of says that too. Like, I just think that's what being in love is. It's the surprises and feeling that something happens that's so amazing that you can just explode. But, not saying that her way is the best, because we see throughout the movie that her pick in men is not that great either.
Yeah. No.
But we start to see that they're gaining a little bit of a friendship. And we learn more about Hunter.
Yeah, he's a compulsive liar.
Yeah, he has this horrible problem because they're in their dorm room, and Ryan's like, "What are you doing today?" "Scuba diving lesson." "Really?" He's like, No, I can't stop.
Yeah, I lie all the time. I'm always lying. I can't stop. I did it to pick up girls, but now I can't stop doing it. Oh my God, what am I going to do? Well, what are you really doing today? Dance class. That was the truth.
That's what kind of made it funny, because it was the truth. We find that out. It was weird because it just didn't seem like, unless this was, because it seemed like a couple days after when you finally do get to see him in a dance class. So he might.
I guess I didn't find it that funny because, I did take dance class. So it was like.
Well, we had to.
Right, we had to. And obviously he had the choice. But even doing so, I thought that it was still a joke because of the fact that I figured that he took dance to try to get girls.
Well, yes.
Which there were dudes back in the day that would do that, and I would be like, okay, what? You're
Absolutely.
not even doing it because you like it, you're just doing it because you really think you're going to get girls by doing dance class.
Yeah, but that's what made the character of Hunter, it was annoying, but man, he did represent a lot of dudes that were
it's true, yeah.
really fucking stupid to think of all the ways to pick up chicks.
Yeah.
Than just doing it
So
the
how
wrong
far
way.
can you really go down when you do the splits?
Yeah, just how far can you bend over? I'm surprised that chick did more than slap him, but it was in the script.
I liked that she slapped him.
Oh yeah, because we do get a scene of him in this really looks like a fun dance class. They're doing all this modern dancing, and it's very physical, and he's wearing this unitard.
Yeah.
It looks like he's part of the Blue Man Group, except his head wasn't covered. And he had these other shorts or underwear.
Yeah, I don't know.
On top of him. It was just supposed to be a little physical comedy act of him. You can tell that he took some time to kind of learn the choreography as an actor. But he, of course.
I was no better than him.
Yeah, but you really tried.
I did.
And you have great stage presence. You're a great
you.
performer. It doesn't matter what your fucking technique is, you know? There's a difference between technique and talent. But a couple months go on, or about a year, and Ryan starts to date Amy, which was Jennifer's roommate. Mm-hmm. But Amy wants to break up with Ryan and asks Jennifer to do it for her.
Yeah.
She's like, it's just too much pressure. I don't really know if I like the guy, but it's just blah, 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 blah. I was like, okay.
Right.
And Ryan didn't know that Jennifer was Amy's roommate, and he comes at the door, and she goes, "We need to talk." And Ryan is just so distraught because he really thought that their relationship was going somewhere, but Amy was just like, "I don't even really like the guy, honestly, and I don't want to lead him on." And all that. So it was just like, wow, like, did you guys ever like hang out, or did you just say, hey, we're dating now, and that's it? So it was just weird. But I guess they just found a way to have Jennifer and Ryan meet up again. We did talk about the fashions already, but there's this shirt that Jennifer wears all the time that I wore a lot. It was this almost like a muscle shirt, but the collar was really high and the straps were really thick. That was my shit. And then a couple times she would wear a one that was kind of like woolen with a pocket and a fucking hoodie. I love hoodies.
Yes, you do.
Oh my god, I love hoodies. And oh man, that's why I love the movie. I just loved watching everything that she wore, and I just kept wanting to wear them. And she would wear those like maxi skirts. Like a big fashion there was like maxi skirts and like tennis shoes, or like those really thick flip flops, like platinum flip flops. I can't remember what they were called, but you're looking at me with this like blank stare, like what the fuck are you talking about? But I am just humoring you.
No. I'm intrigued.
And Hunter tries to convince Ryan, well, if you think that this relationship will work, you gotta go out there. You gotta make this grand gesture. You gotta do something that's gonna make her say, no, I was wrong. He hands Ryan that little balm stuff. What was it like?
It was like, I'd say like Vicks, Vapor Rub.
Yeah, okay.
But it was, I don't know if that was real shit, or if they just named it something else.
I don't know, because I know that there was something that like...
I don't remember what it's called, whatever they called it.
I can't either, but...
It's essentially Vicks.
It is.
Yeah.
But I know like some actors use something with that same type
to make themselves cry.
Yeah. And that's why Hunter uses it, because he can cry and be all dramatic and romantic for his lady to try to get them to stay or whatever. But Ryan tries it and gets it right in his fucking eye.
Yeah, and that was interesting. It was
goofy.
It was kind of goof, because number one, he sniffs it and he's like, ugh, and then he gets it on his nose. And then he wipes his nose with his palm.
Yep.
And the only person that I've ever known in my life to wipe his nose with his palm and then go all the way up to the eye and then fucking just do it instead of just wipe your nose and then there you go.
Yeah, you don't do that, because the shit that's in your nose is gonna go in your fucking eye.
Right.
Whether it
and
be a booger or the Vicks.
They're just really showing him how dumb he fucking, I guess, was, or clueless, or whatever.
He even like falls down the steps, and Jennifer's like, "Oh no, Ryan, are you okay?"
And Amy's all like, "What is your problem? It's over!
Yeah.
It is over! Why are you crying?" And she's like, "Oh my god!" And then he goes to the infirmary and he comes out with a fucking eye patch.
I know, and I'm gonna admit I do have more than one favorite line of the week.
Oh please.
One of them is, Ryan comes out of the free clinic, whatever, and Jennifer is outside waiting for him.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, what are you doing here? Jennifer goes, can a girl enjoy a lollipop in the middle of the afternoon in front of the free health center?
Yeah.
It's so cute.
It was adorable. It was cute.
But she tries to comfort Ryan, and again, it's more friendship development happening. But Ryan takes Jennifer to his favorite spot, which is like up on this cliff, and then across is the Golden Gate Bridge. And here's another great line that I love from her. It's all her. She's like she gets the gold star for me.
Yeah.
On this film, because Ryan's talking about the bridge, and he says something. I can never really remember exactly what he says, but he was talking about the bridge. He says like it's the finest construction ever built, something like that. And Jennifer, she goes, "You're the second person to call me that today." I'm gonna admit I stole
it.
I stole it. Oh God, I would say that. It's just so damn cute. How could I not?
You're the second person to call me that today.
But we also find out that Ryan's major is structural engineering. He wants to build bridges.
Yeah.
And Jennifer's is Latin.
Yeah.
He goes, what are you going to do?
Unless you want to be like an archaeologist. I don't really know. Or a linguist. I mean, I don't...
Yeah. She wants to
Latin's
teach.
Essentially dead.
Yeah, I mean, good for her for wanting to keep it alive, but that's another thing about her character. She's like, yeah, I just wanted to major in Latin. And yeah. Hey, you know what? I'll just go to Italy, and I'll go to graduate school there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she clearly has, like, really no path for life. Like, she just goes day by day, moment to moment.
Yeah.
And Ryan starts to kind of like find that really like admirable kind of. He's just like, that's amazing. Like, how could you do that? How could you like just randomly decide to do something without carefully planning, making a list and blah, blah, blah. She's just like, I don't know. That's just how I am.
Yeah.
So after that, it's a new year.
Right.
And I think this is when
he becomes Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie fucking Prinze Jr. is fully realized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get his hair. We get no glasses.
No glasses, too, yeah.
It's just...
And even his glasses, I think, evolved, too. Like, they're not the thick, typical nerdy glasses.
Right.
They're a little more, like, thin frames and smaller. But, yeah, he is now Freddie Prinze Jr.
Mm-hmm.
And, again, he and Jennifer meet up. And she keeps, like, asking him, so are you good? Summer was good? He's like, yeah, it's fine. So you're okay? Ryan goes, what's wrong? They go to a coffee shop and she is just distraught over another relationship. And it's funny because she starts off saying, I tried so hard to push him away. Like, I really thought that he was going to dump me.
Yeah.
But then after he dumped me, I don't know. I started to really like him.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It was just, oh my God, girl, what do you want? But Jennifer goes like, well, you know what? We need to really do this again. Like, not the whole crying thing, but we need to hang out.
Yeah.
And then we get that cute little montage. We do get a couple of montages in this movie.
Mm.
And one of them is the budding friendship.
Of them. Yeah.
Which is really, really cute. They go out and do fun things that you do in San Francisco. Ride the trolley.
Yeah.
Go death rollerblading down those crazy, crazy hills.
That hill that was used in Bullet. And and a lot of fucking films. That hill is very popular.
Yep. I guess we kind of like slow down with the montage and they're on the phone. Jennifer wants to hang out and he's like, no, I don't want to hang out. And here's line number 3. She goes, come on, I can't study anymore. I'm getting too smart. People are going to start shunning me. And Ryan asks, beg me in Latin.
Yeah, and then it takes her like a minute. It's like she had to look it up.
Yeah.
On the non-existing Google at the time.
Oh, God, yeah. My God, there was no Google.
She had to open up her Latin dictionary.
Yeah, and then I guess, like, now it's kind of like, okay, like, what were you thinking at this point? Were you thinking, like, okay, this is just going to be a friendship, or were you able to tell that there could be or already is something else?
It was coming off because of the fact that it was a romantic comedy and I already kind of knew what was going to happen because obviously it's a romantic comedy, but putting myself into that situation, I had multiple friends who were females in my college experience that was our relationship.
I know. And
like I can name two completely, and you already know who I'm going to say.
I do, yeah.
There were two in particular that were very close to me that were that relationship with them, and that was our relationship.
And that's what I wanted to like ask you, because like about that, like people, it's a hard time for people. I don't want to just say opposite sex because people are attracted to the same sex and all that, but like having a platonic friendship with someone, like you really are like, I don't know that many people that do it, especially guys. Especially, and I hate to say it, like typically it kind of feels like the guy tends to always kind of want something more, but gets put in the friend zone.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, obviously there's always going to be like a pinch of like infatuation. Like you're going to like that person, but then it comes to the point. It's like, where is this? Is this like a sister brother or is this an actual infatuation? Like, that's the thing. And it's just, sometimes it goes both ways. And sometimes it's one or the other. But for me, with those two particular girls, like, it was just a very good friendship. Yeah. Like,
I think that's
I don't
awesome.
know on their end, but for me, it was, we were all really good friends. And we'd have class together. We'd go get coffees together. We'd always hang out. Like, it was, it was just, that's what it was.
Yeah, because when we first met, I wasn't sure, because you were hanging out with one of your friends, and I, of course, wasn't about to step on any toes of anything going on, because I didn't know really anyone. This is around the time I was just going out, hang out with people. Yeah. Because I always had that weird feeling of like, okay, well, I'm a little bit older than most of the people at school, because I went back a little later. But thanks to my best friend, she kind of gave me
that nudge.
nudge
Yeah.
to go and hang
I'm
out.
glad she did.
Oh, stop. But I always wondered. But then when I really got to know you and got to know her, she's like, wow, I admired it. I thought it was really, really great because it is hard to be friends with people like that without one of them having some type of feelings. And it's like, okay, you have to, like, did you like ever have like the conversation? Okay, let's just make sure that we are clear that we are friends
With those particular girls?
Yeah.
No.
No, it was just
No.
it was just organic.
Well, and also most of them, well, both of them, they would have boyfriends at the time also. So that was also the thing of, like,
Yeah, but that
both would have boyfriends, and the boyfriends never, because I was a good friend. And I would become friends with the boyfriends most of the time too. Like, I'd be like, I'd still have the girls back more than I'd have the dudes.
Right.
But
the boyfriends never felt
they never felt like I
threatened.
was no, they never felt, at least from my knowledge.
your knowledge.
I don't think they ever felt threatened, because that didn't stop the girls from hanging out with me.
That's
so
good.
I would just be like, whatever.
Yeah, you're just like the exception for so many things. I don't know what it is about you.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
I just get along with people.
Yeah, and I'm the opposite. I'm kidding. Back to it. Oh god, here's the dance club scene.
The dance club.
Now this is like, okay, this is the year 2000s.
Yeah.
Like it was, when you think about it, it was the same fucking director, and she's all
He
that.
did do the same fucking thing, didn't he?
Yep. At the prom and at
Yeah.
this club scene, you had to learn choreography.
The closest to reality that this is when people do the fucking time warp.
I have something different, but like this was during a time before I knew about clubbing, and I had a tiny idea of school dances because it was my transition between, this was like my freshman year of high school. I kind of did think that this is how clubs happened.
You thought that everybody just broke out in choreography?
Not just broke out in choreography, but there's like a moment of, hey, we're going to learn like that's part of the event, like learning a dance and doing it.
Yeah.
That was just in my brain. And it's only happened once. There was this club. I don't want to say too much about it because something tragic did happen there. But they would do line dancing, and you would actually learn choreography. It was very like country line dancing. Like it wasn't like my big thing, but it was like my one taste of like going out to a bar.
That's normal
club.
at a country at a
Yeah.
at a country club.
Okay.
Or, well, country club at a
Like country club,
club.
but like
The non-golf country club.
yeah,
Country club.
yeah, the kind of club that plays a lot of country music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ranch clubs. I don't know.
Ranch clubs.
Fuck if I know. I don't know. Rancher clubs.
Got ranch involved? Hey, I'm in.
Yeah, I'm coming to ranch.
But another fashion moment.
Smother that on my lips.
Jennifer's wearing the handkerchief halter top. Mm-hmm. Totally had those. I really didn't have the confidence to wear it because crop tops were really in
Yeah.
around that time, like early 2000s. And I would buy them, but man, it would take me so much courage to actually wear it. But it would be a halter top where it would tie behind your neck and then behind your back, and then it would be backless. So sexy.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, Jennifer goes in. She's like, just follow this guy. Just follow what he's doing. And you got the one guy looking at him like, hey, yeah, just do this with your arms.
You know what? And I'm going to say this. I wasn't a big fan of this scene in particular because I just don't believe in that fucking let's all have this West Side Story choreography bullshit when it's non-musical. But I did like the fact that FPJ didn't know what the fuck he was doing.
He
and
played
he
it off really well.
He wasn't doing the choreography right. He was looking around like, fucking I had to for dance class, and even now when I take yoga with you or do something, I'll be like looking around, I'll be like, what the fuck am I supposed to be doing here? Like, I liked that. I was like, okay, it's realistic. Here we go. And then it got really realistic when they broke off into groups and the girls were doing their thing. And Freddie Prinze was like, okay, I'm not fucking doing this.
Yeah.
But the guy that she said, just watch this dude.
Yeah.
He goes up to Freddie Prinze and he's all like, bro, and he starts like,
He kinda like
quickly is like demonstrating. He's like, do this.
Speed teaches.
Yeah, he's like, do this, bend your knees, and then come in. And you see all that, and then Freddie still doesn't have it all the way, but he has it enough to where he's like, okay, just do what he said. And I was like, thank God, fucking realism.
Yeah.
Like, okay. And it caught me. It took me there. I was like, all right, this is great. This is awesome.
Yeah, that's what I liked about it because as unreal as it was, Freddie Prinze really did bring out the realism for that.
Yes.
But after the song...
And I want to talk about how the DJ had on this fucking direwolf pelt at that one scene. The camera cut behind the DJ and you see him wearing this like fucking grizzly bear pelt thing, like fur.
I didn't notice.
Yes, he had on this like fur fucking jag coat. It was like large fur. And then when it shoots back for the next song, he's in a tight fucking muscle shirt.
Muscle
and just,
tank,
yeah, muscle tank. And you're like, where'd the fuck coat go?
Well, because that's something you would for sure notice.
Right. I'm just like, where the fuck is the coat?
Well, because I think, he didn't want to get the coat wet because
I guess.
all of a sudden a bunch of soap
And
suds.
that to me, God, I'm going to say it, another fucking... safety hazard, folks. Slipping all over the fuck place. The club's gonna do that. The only time that it worked was Blade.
Blade gets a pass.
Blade gets a fucking pass because his blood dripping down from the
Whatever.
fucking... Blade, fucking, we got blood squirting from the fucking sprinkler system and all these vampires are drinking the shit up. We are getting soap suds to fucking car wash. Working at a car wash.
My God, I'm so offended.
Why are you offended? You're offended because of the fact that a club just started shooting shit out and Freddie Prinze just turns and he's like, that wasn't that bad. And then it squirts him right in the fucking face like the money shot. Thank you for my...
You're welcome.
Which class was mine?
This one.
What'd you do? What'd you do to it?
What'd you do?
But anywho, no.
It was a cute moment.
It was cute, but
Would
it was
you ever
just
go to a club that
unnecessary.
randomly starts to like blow out soapy suds at you and you're having a fun
If it
little
didn't
car
fuck
wash
with
dance?
if it didn't fuck with my baggy jeans and muscle shirt, attire.
If my handkerchief tank didn't get,
Right.
untied and throw
if my
off.
shit didn't get fucked up, then yeah.
I mean, Jennifer, she was wearing all white.
Yeah.
And clearly
well,
no
the
bra.
the suds were covering everything up, so it's not like it was...
I know, but still, like...
It's not like it was wet t-shirt contest night.
Well, good thing that it wasn't.
I mean, it was soapy suds.
Jennifer would have won because she was wearing that white tank.
Yeah.
Handkerchief tank.
Wow.
So they, the next scene, Hunter scene.
Oh, yeah, this scene was essentially unnecessary, but...
Hunter is picking up a chick.
Who had bigger arms than me, fuck.
Jason Biggs had bigger arms
No,
than
the
you?
chick.
Oh, the chick.
When she was like, I'll teach you how to pool, and
My-
she, like, her arm flexed, and I was like, fuck, bitch.
Yeah, she was cut.
Mm-hmm.
Cut.
My God.
Yeah,
She was like, here, I'll teach you. Picked up the pool cue. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, Hunter's pretending to be a priest that has renounced his faith. He's been in a convent his whole life.
Yeah.
And he said, like, oh, I went up to the
I'm a virgin.
Yeah, I went up to the Monsignor and said, you know what? I'm done. I turned in my robes and gave him back my deposit. I caught that. That's just kind of weird. You have to put a deposit in to become a priest.
Yeah, I don't
like
think
joining a club.
I don't think he did his research.
No, he didn't.
very
But
well.
I think that was part of the joke.
Right.
But he's like, now I'm out here and I'm living this new world and playing this game of
Balls and sticks.
yeah, balls and sticks. Oh, I'll teach you.
Yeah, and that's where you see the flex. You were like, whoa.
Damn.
And then he shoots the ball and hits a dude that I personally would not find that intimidating. Mm-hmm. But I guess for him, pretty intimidating.
Yeah.
He gets up and he just comes over and goes, oh, Father, I'm about to teach you how to have a religion experience with that stick.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck he says.
Yeah, you were pretty. That was pretty, right?
And he grabs the stick because Hunter tries to hit him with it.
He tries to do that little woo.
With the pole
like,
cue. Yeah, he was showing off he's like a fucking a Shaolin monk or some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And then he tries to hit him, and the dude just catches it, and then he brings in the bottom, the heavy half.
The heavy half.
And hits him in the nuts. And then he runs off. The chick's like, run, father! Her voice wasn't that deep, but she was like, run, father! And...
Don't hit him, he's a priest!
Right, and then he runs off, he's running away, and cut to...
Ryan and Jennifer.
Jennifer.
I guess the club has complimentary towels when you leave, so you can dry off and not be cold.
Yeah.
And they're at Jennifer's doorstep, and Jennifer's like, kind of asking him to come up, because they had such a good time. They were just laughing, and Ryan just said, no, I'm going to go home. But Hunter bumps into both of them, just totally in a panic. And he's like, oh my God, oh, so glad to see you guys. And Jennifer's like, well, I invited Ryan to come up, but he's tired. Oh God, another...
Great, come on.
Yeah, another line I forgot to say. Ryan's like, no, I'm going to go home. Jennifer goes, well, you got to write it in your diary?
Yeah, that was funny.
You're going to go write in your diary? I don't know, it was just cute. But Hunter was just so amazed that Ryan didn't go up to Jennifer's apartment. He's like, oh my God, man, because they're walking away. Like, because he's still, like, pretty, like, hyped from being chased and almost dying.
Yeah.
Like, man, that was just so cool how you just played it. Like, she was totally there. Like, she totally wanted you to go up there so you can do her. And you're just like, no.
Right? Hard to get.
Yeah, you're playing hard to get there. And this is a movie, again, a lot of cliches happening here, where you got the two main characters, and then they each have their best friend.
Yeah.
And here comes the scene where the friend is saying, well, do you like this person? Why are you guys hanging out all the time, or blah, blah, blah. And the main character's just like, no, we're just friends, whatever. Like, that's not it. It's like, all right, well, you sure?
Yeah, we got that.
Yeah, because we get it with Jennifer and Amy too. Oh yeah, Ryan and I went out dancing, and you can tell that Amy's getting kind of jealous.
Yeah,
they don't hang out as much. Like, she baked like all these cookies, and it's really not that memorable of a scene. But it was the same thing of the friend talking to the main character, saying, "Why are you guys hanging out so much? Like, you guys like each other, right?"
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, no, nothing, blah, blah, blah. But moving on, Ryan and Jennifer are hanging out, and Jennifer has a date.
Yeah.
And I think she made this date to kind of get her distracted from the feelings that she's starting to
get from Ryan.
Yeah. And because she also says, well, what about you? Why don't you get back in there? And he's like, I don't know, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, wait. When she was at that party, it wasn't Matt Schultz, was it? It wasn't Paul?
Oh, the party...
It was just different guys, right?
Yeah, well, this is before the party.
Okay,
the party's
before
next.
the party.
Yeah, because we get a few scenes with Jennifer being with, like, 3 different dudes.
Yeah.
I don't want to say with, like, she goes out on dates, but
she tests the water.
She's testing the water.
Dives in.
Exactly. She's trying to see, what else is out there. She's really good friends with Ryan, starting to get feelings, but the fear of losing him as friends and blah, 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 and all that.
Yeah,
the date goes horribly.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he's just this boring dude who has money and talks about himself. She calls Ryan and says, please help me.
Yeah.
Help me get out of this date. They're at this restaurant, Jennifer and the date, and he's just like, yeah, my boat, and blah, 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 and she's so fucking bored. And
okay.
And she's, another fashion moment, she's wearing those really small clips in her hair.
Yeah.
I'm going to call them butterfly clips,
Yeah.
because that's what most of them were like that, but some of them weren't. Yes, the little clips that you gotta have like at least 5 of them in your hair in order for you to look cool.
Yeah.
But she's bored out of her mind, and Ryan runs in, oh my God, sis, thank God, mother is sick. Jennifer's like...
He said mother.
Yeah, mother is sick.
Mother is sick.
Yeah, like he's straight out of Old Yeller.
Right.
Like,
mother!
Yeah. Oh my God, Billy, what happened? She is just egging him on, putting him on the spot.
She's like, sick.
Sick how?
She's sick, I said!
Yeah. There's no time for that.
There's no time to get into detail. We gotta go.
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like, let's see where you can go with this shit.
She's just teasing him.
That was really funny and adorable. She was adorable in the fucking shit, though. She was. I did enjoy her character a lot.
It's hard to not fall in love with her.
I did enjoy her character a lot. Freddie Prinze took a while to grow on me because I just kept seeing fucking Freddie Prinze.
Yeah.
And mainly because I don't know. I don't like seeing Freddie Prinze in that. I don't like seeing him try to play a nerd because he's not, and he wasn't doing a very good job doing it.
I agree with you on that.
Yeah.
I didn't that's not like his type.
I'm sorry, he was a leading man.
Yes.
And essentially his character was a leading man, but at the same time he wasn't, because she was.
Yes.
She was the fucking leading woman of the movie.
Exactly.
He was not.
Ding,
so
ding, ding, ding.
I was just like,
good on you.
Okay, I'm not feeling this shit.
It was almost like the fucking opposite of She's All That.
And I said this earlier, it was the same fucking movie
Yeah.
in reverse.
Yeah.
It was the same movie in reverse, and that's why I
That's
was like...
what you meant.
Yes!
Okay.
It was the same fucking movie in reverse.
Totally on board here, guys.
Same movie in reverse because he was she and she's all that. He was the nerd fucking, let's take a bet on... There was no bet. Obviously, it was changed a little bit.
Yeah.
But he was the nerd transformed into the cool guy who has abs and all of that fucking shit.
We'll get there.
Yeah, and all that shit. And it was just, okay. And that's why I was just kind of like, whatever.
Hey, it's the same director. Hey, you know, when you struck gold at one point, you want to try to strike it again.
By doing the exact same, by digging in the exact same spot where you already dug the gold up.
A lot of people do this.
I know. And sometimes it works and sometimes it fucks them.
Oh, and there's this party that's happening that you were mentioning, and Jason Biggs gets that funny montage of him looking up magazines of different looks, and he tries to dress up like a gangster, a cowboy, and like I don't even know what the other one was, like almost like a Hugh Hefner, a young Hugh Hefner type.
These are the guys that she was with?
No, this is Jason Biggs, Hunter. He gets this montage of him getting ready for the party.
Okay.
Yeah, and like, where the fuck did you get all these damn outfits, dude?
He's that type of guy. He's
Yeah.
that type of fucking character.
Yeah, like he even has a little pipe and he puts it in his mouth. He goes like,
He was such a fucking... I don't know.
I wasn't a fan of this character.
His character was...
And I believe he was shooting at the
Useless.
same time this another college movie that he was in called Loser, and that was with another American Pie alum, the choir chick. Have you ever seen Loser?
No.
Remember? No. It's pretty much...
If it has to do with this shit and isn't American Pie, I probably haven't seen it.
Okay.
If it has to do with like a college type shit and it isn't American Pie or...
Medieval times.
No, well, yes, but... Fuck!
Barbarians.
No!
Vikings.
No, this actually is a college film.
Oh.
Vanderbeek.
Oh, fuck, I like it too.
Those are literally the only college...
The
only high school, like, college films that I actually enjoyed.
The Rules of Attraction.
Rules of Attraction.
Yes.
Those were like the only high school college films that I actually enjoyed.
And it's funny because I did want to pick it, but I know you really like it.
You still
and
can.
I
That's
know,
the point.
But the thing is that I thought about it. That is a really hard movie to discuss because it goes to all these different
all of these different
different characters.
We'd really have to dissect and dig.
Yeah, we would need
we
would need some coffee instead of wine.
And
we'll need like a chart for like timelines. And
I think we could do it down the line.
I don't know.
I think we could do it. Audience, what do you think?
I
think we can fucking do it. But anywho, moving on.
Moving on. There is a college party. Hey.
Yeah.
I am glad. I don't know. I'm glad that I went to the college that I went to.
Yeah, me
Because
too.
I've had this, obviously, like me growing up watching movies, you do get an idea in my mind what college is like and how parties go, and could they be accurate? I don't know. That was the only way I was able to learn about what the experience would be like, because I didn't have anyone that was in college that I grew up with or knew to like go and hear about it. It was just, I don't know, I think it was like a frat party.
Yeah.
It just seemed silly. But Hunter is just so frustrated because he just goes up to chicks like, hey, how's it going? Hey man, what's going on? Hey,
how you doing?
Hey girl.
Well, he's that typical guy that just goes to these parties to attempt to hook up
Pick
chicks.
up chicks. And he's getting so frustrated.
And he's not good at it.
He's horrible at it. And that's his character. He's like, what do these women want? I don't know. Like, I try so hard to be this person that I think that they want, but it's never correct. I'm always wrong. And it's not like a huge thing for the film, but he's like, why don't you just try being you?
Yeah.
And Hunter believes that he he thinks that he is this boring guy from the suburbs. He has no real identity. And he thought, college is supposed to be a time where you really...
Find yourself.
Find yourself. It's like, well, finding yourself, not pretending to be other people.
Right.
But he doesn't get it.
And his real name is Steve.
Your real name is Steve?
Yeah.
As if Steve is like the most...
A horrible name.
Not even like a horrible name, but like obscure name.
Yeah.
Or maybe not because it's obscure, because it is very common.
Yeah.
There we go. I think that's why Freddie Prinze was really taken aback by his name being Steve.
Yeah, it's a common name. Yeah.
There we go. But this chick comes up to Ryan, and it kind of frustrates Hunter because she came up to Ryan, just started hitting on him, kind of, already, and he's just like, all right, fuck me, right? Just like, leaves.
Fuck me, right?
Yeah, like these women don't just flock over to you. Like, you gotta work, you gotta put in the work. Are you Ryan? Hi, yeah, I'm Megan. Like, she's like super nervous. Like, we're in the same like something class. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the actress, I can't, her name, Heather Donahue. She was in the original Blair Witch Project.
Was she the chick where the snot was coming down the
I'm
nose?
so scared right now.
Oh, fuck, that was her?
That was her. I was taken aback because she did not look like a college student.
No, she didn't.
Not...
Even I was thinking that. I was like, what the fuck are you?
Like, I know, like, the other characters, like, the actors...
I'm not gonna lie, even when we were in college, there was one person that was in their 30s, and then there was one person that was in their fucking 40s. It was an art. I was like, okay, fuck.
Well, made me feel better, because I was in my late 20s, and I thought I was the oldest one there.
Well, right, but it's like, at the same time, but no, that's fine. But it's just like, man, it just goes to show. For the movie's sake. Was she supposed to be one of those ones that were like, the really old that goes back just to go to school, or was she or were they trying to portray her young? I don't know.
It could be that.
Or is she just that person that looks old but is really young, because those people do exist?
Well, that's what it was.
Yeah.
I looked up her age and the rest of the actors. She's younger than the leading lady.
Fuck.
Claire Forlani was
Some
born...
people just age.
I know. She was born
really
in 71, and Heather was born in 74. And I think Freddie Prinze was 76 when I looked it up. So I feel like an asshole because I thought that she was like a lot older, but she really wasn't.
No, that's fine. I mean, fuck, me and Cream got it one time when we were at a bar, and they asked our friend who was older at the time for his ID and didn't ask us. And we're like, oh, okay.
Well, I get the opposite. Like, my younger brother, we were at Disneyland. We were at that Tron thing that you never got to go to. So my younger brother is like 7 years younger than me.
Yeah.
And I was already over 21 at the time. We both went up to the one of the outside bars. He got a drink like that. I get fucking carded.
Yeah.
But hey, I take that as a compliment. I hope to be carded forever. So it is a compliment.
It is a compliment.
But anyway, her name's Megan. She's kind of in the same field, but she's a more like electrical. And she's a little like on the neurotic, but she's very like, I'm a pistol or whatever. Like, I see what I want and I go.
Every time she sees him, she spazzes out and has to kiss him. And it's like, whoa.
And we're going to talk about that kiss once it happens. But yeah, she comes on really strong. And Ryan's just like, okay, I'm... Not that she's the one that's like making him uncomfortable, but he's uncomfortable because he hasn't really interacted with any other woman except for Jennifer.
Yeah.
For a good time. So he blows her off.
Yeah.
And he goes up to Jennifer and she's having a good time with, I'll get the door tour.
Oh, yeah, that dude.
Yeah, the douchebag boyfriend from Bring It On. Maybe you're just not Captain Material.
Yeah.
He still has the same hair, but it's like more
puffed.
More puffed. Kind of like you when you come out of the pool.
The spiked puff?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And Ryan tries to play the whole, hey, sis. Hey, I'm getting out of here. Jennifer's like,
you gonna be alright?
It's like, yeah, I'm good. Go.
She's fine, bro.
She's fine, bro. Yeah. And poor Ryan, he goes home.
Alone.
Goes home alone. But, before that, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, Hunter tries to say to Ryan, well, why don't you just drop the cool guy act and tell Jennifer how you really feel? And he's like, oh, well, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But I think after that moment, like rejecting, hey, like they're not going to leave together from the party.
He starts to feel it.
He starts to really question it. Like, some feelings are right, because of course it's like, I think he, like, felt jealous.
Yeah.
Obviously. The next day, they kind of, like, talk about the party, and Jennifer said that they went to his place, they fooled around a little bit, and then I went home. And Ryan was like, you fooled around? It's like, yeah, I have final exams coming up. I need to do something to relieve the stress.
Yeah.
And they didn't have sex because they couldn't find a condom.
Yeah.
That was the only thing that stopped her.
Mm-hmm.
And Ryan's like, oh my God, like, that's amazing that you can do that. Like, he kind of makes a little jab. I know he didn't mean to, saying, like, I just couldn't sleep with someone unless I have true feelings for them. And she's like, you call me a slut? She's like, no. Like, I like that she stopped him at that.
Yeah.
But Jennifer kind of confronts Ryan a little bit about their friendship.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, are we friends, or is there something else going on with you that makes you, like, insecure about wanting to talk to other people, other females, so you hide behind me, kind of like using Jennifer as, like, a pretend girlfriend.
Yeah.
So you don't have, like, for fear of being hurt again. And he really kind of, like, takes that to, like, a little bit of offense, and he, like, walks away. But he kind of admits it. He says, yeah, I think I kind of have been hiding behind you, and, with you, it's like we don't really have to, like, try. It's just organic, which it's like, hey, ding, 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 that's not a red flag, that's a good sign. Like, with just them being together, it's just so natural, it's so easy that maybe, hey, there might be something there. But he said, like, yeah, there's this chick, she totally came on to me, and I just blew her off.
Yeah.
She's like, well, you shouldn't have. You should go for it. So yeah, Ryan starts to date Megan, and there's a weird scene with Amy and Jennifer where they're, like, watching TV, and
Yeah, that was interesting.
I think if it were me and I was, like, the editor, I would have cut it.
It wasn't needed.
It was not needed.
No.
You can tell that Amy, she's not really good at being alone,
Mm-hmm.
and she uses Jennifer. I feel like people, maybe that's just how the type of, like, effect Jennifer has on people. That's it, because Amy tries to kiss Jennifer.
Yeah.
Jennifer's going to be leaving by the end of the year, going to Italy, and Amy's just like, what am I going to do? So she takes the only route she knew what to do is to try to keep her by kissing her.
By physical affection.
Physical affection. And thinking about it now, that could have been something that also sent a red flag to Jennifer, that could happen with her and Ryan, and it could possibly mess things up.
Yeah.
Not to say that what happened between Amy and Jennifer.
Well, that's an interesting thought.
Yeah.
That she could have thought about it that way.
That just.
Maybe that's why they kept it in the film. Maybe you just hit the nail on the head.
Yeah. I just thought of that. Because the thing is, like, with these movies, like, I feel like that there are parts that they do things on purpose, but if you only watch it, like, once or twice, it's like, okay, yeah, this is kind of dumb. But doing what we're doing, like, we're really breaking things down. It's like, oh, shit. Maybe this movie is a lot smarter than we thought.
And we're giving it credit for.
Yeah, we're getting it. Yes, exactly. Giving it credit for. Let's see. So Ryan is dating Megan. Mm-hmm. And the kissing thing that you mentioned, we only get to see them kiss twice.
Yeah.
But when they kiss, she does that thing where she grabs, like, mauls his face.
Yeah.
And kisses him.
It's like a hidden kiss.
It's not even like a hidden kiss. It's very insecure.
Yeah.
Like, doing something like that in public, unless it's a huge moment. Like, when I think of the day you proposed to me, like, I wanted to maul everything on you because it was a great moment. But if we're just like, oh, we just stopped to, like, run into each other, it would just be a nice little kiss. Like, yeah, like that type of, like, especially that physical contact with the hands and the face. I think it's very insecure, somewhat possessive. And you get a little more of that when Jennifer and Megan are in the same room together.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was too much, but I get why she did it.
Yeah.
Because she's insecure because she's jealous of Jennifer and Ryan's relationship. And, well, that's the next scene. They do a triple date because Megan sets Hunter up with a friend of hers. Mm-hmm. And he's like, okay, this is going to be the real me, the real Hunter. Don't you mean Steve?
Yeah, don't you mean Steve? Hunter Unplugged.
Yeah, sure, whatever. And the triple date is really, really awkward. The guy that Jennifer's with, he's such a total fucking douche.
Matt Schultz.
Did you want to say something about him?
He is actually, it's Vince from fucking Fast and Furious, for those of you that don't know.
Yep.
It's Vince. And he is a St. Louis native, for a little history.
He's so tiny.
Matt Schultz.
In this movie.
Yeah.
Damn, he
I will say...
He glows up.
He does. He was a little bit more, I guess, my fashion, if you will say.
I
know he was going, he's more rock. I wasn't necessarily rock, per se.
No.
But definitely that was a little bit more me. Mm-hmm. With, you could say, our Hunter's hair, minus the fucking color.
Yeah.
But my clothes were very much more... Matt Schultz.
In this movie.
In this film.
Yeah.
Well, probably even Fast and the Furious, too,
True.
because he essentially wears the same fucking thing. Just a muscle shirt, ripped t-shirt, arms exposed.
So Fast and the Furious, did that come out in, 2002?
No. Fast and Furious was 2001.
Okay.
This was 2000. This was Matt Schultz's, I think, fifth acting gig. His first was the first Blade, I think. I think he was just... a minor character in that. And then after that, it was just a bunch of... I like Matt Schultz a lot. I really do. I don't think he acts enough. I do like him a lot. And he's essentially always the same guy, though. But I like him because that is, if I was typecast-wise, the characters that he played would be the characters that I would play.
You would be in his...
He would be my competition.
Yes. I can see that.
He would be my fucking competition.
For sure.
But I do really like him. And he grew up in East St. Louis. So he grew up in a really rough. He grew up in a really rough area. So, yeah, how he is and how he portrays himself in the movies and everything, that's essentially, I think, how he is.
Hey, if you got...
And it works.
Yeah.
But he is a guitar, he is a musician.
Cool.
He really is a musician. He was actually playing in Fast and the Furious. Mm-hmm. When he was playing the guitar,
right.
he was actually playing because that's what he was. He's a guitarist. Mm-hmm. And that's probably why he was the musician in this. Why he was...
Yeah, you can see Jennifer has a little bit of a type.
Yeah,
of that.
The musician, bad boy dude type guy, and that's who he was. So, yeah, that's Matt Schultz. Minor part in this, but...
Now that looking at him now in my memory, that is the same face, but man, just the difference between a year, I would say maybe 2 years, because it takes longer than
they probably started filming this in 98 or 99.
True. But yeah, he beefed up, he looks a little older, maybe it could be the hair, I don't know, but...
He beefed up a little bit in the first one. I'm not going to say that he was definitely more meaty in...
The fifth?
Fast 5.
Fast 5.
He was definitely more meaty in that because he put it on a little bit more, I think...
age weight,
if you would say.
But not in a bad way.
No, because he was still thick. And he was muscular thick.
Yes.
He was tone in these films.
Yeah.
But by the time Fifth came, he started to get that middle-aged, closer to late age, muscular, the type of muscle that I always had, which
and that's...
my muscles never showed. It was always, it was there, but it was hidden.
Yeah. Around this time, you wouldn't get that role because of that. But for the time now, yes, totally. Because around this time, early 2000s, it was all about having that
chiseled ass.
It was cut. Mm-hmm. But now, people talk about, the dad bod. It's not even having the...
But even that can be argued now, too. Because the dad bod's popular on the internet standpoint.
It is.
But still in Hollywood, it's not, per se. I'll argue it.
I guess it might.
Unless you're unless you're Seth Rogen or you're fucking somebody like that. Danny McBride.
Yeah, no. But even they lost weight.
They lost weight, but they're still not, chiseled abs.
No.
You know?
Well, I'm thinking, for me.
Right.
Let's say. Back then, yeah. Chiseled and lean and stuff.
FPJ.
FPJ, yeah, I wouldn't call him muscular.
He's fit.
He's a skinny fit.
Yeah.
Where he would probably have to only.
And I don't even know if he's that anymore. I think he's his age. Obviously age.
Yeah, But, well, it's like with fucking guys, man. You guys can, like, work out for, like, 2 weeks and get definition. Some type of definition. I don't want to say, like, you know, washboard abs.
Right. Yes and no, because honestly, genetics is a huge play.
Yeah.
Like, I've worked out for a long time, and I've never had abs like some of these fucking guys do. I've never had the washboard abs that you could play checkers on my fucking torso. I've never had that.
Yeah.
And I have worked out all the fucking time.
I know.
But it's genetics. I have the hidden muscle where you touch it, you feel it. You look at it, you can see it. When I'm working out, you see it's there. But as soon as I do, I just look like a normal dude.
Yeah, but
again,
I can get...
But again, in Hollywood, these fuckers will cut and then they'll go work out. They'll literally pump weights to get their muscles engaged, and then they'll go do the scene, and that's what keeps their muscles engaged. Exactly. So again, distractions for us. That's what makes that's the trickery of camera.
It is the trickery of camera and fucking Hollywood. Like, same thing that goes with with women.
Yeah.
Like, we are drilled in our minds. I'm so glad it's starting to, for both men and women, it's breaking off a little bit. But having that for women, super thin, and honestly, muscle was not considered sexy either.
Yeah.
It was small tummy, thin arms with no definition, and I mean, like, breasts were like kind of whatever, but
mediocre.
It was all about, I think, the stomach.
Yeah.
But, and I guess also like the thin thighs. Like, genetically, I could never have super thin thighs unless I do things that are completely drastic and dangerous to my body. And it's not fun to do that.
Right.
So I learned, honestly, like, kind of recent, that the way my body is when I, like, really take care of it and work out, that I am I can get that muscular physique. Yeah. And looking back now, like, I've always kind of had it. I've had, like, thicker thighs, little bit more meat, junk in the trunk, which I used to get made fun of, like ghetto booty. Like, fuck off. Like, now, like, women get paid millions of dollars to have that ass, you know? And, you know, I've always had, like, a little bit of a smaller waist. Like, I don't know, I've always thought that maybe I had, like, a little bit of an hourglass body, but I wanted to be the thin gal, the main thin gal. But I think it just takes really learning who you are and what your body is and what feels the best. Not eating and just being so worried about what you look like to other people and just feel uncomfortable all the time. Like, with, like, your physique, like, to be, like, totally honest, like, you were, like, kind of the first, like, muscular, meaty type person that I've been with. Yeah. And I so dug it. Ugh. I don't mean to get, like, super personal here. Like, maybe I'll keep this, maybe I won't, but I don't know. I just remember, like, first getting to know you physically. It was great. It was so wild. I don't know. Yeah, I'm blushing right now. I blushed.
Fuck, all right.
But fuck, where are we now?
Let's turn on the fan.
Turn on the fan here. Oh, the triple date. You can really see that Ryan and Jennifer have that connection.
Yeah. Because
they're making this joke and no one else gets it. Megan's like, ugh, I don't get it. They make some, like, zoo joke. Yeah. And your guy, Matt Schultz, I hate that. I like him, but I don't like him in this movie.
Oh, that's good. He did his job.
He did, because he does this thing where he
grabs her.
I
know, even I thought it. Even I thought that, and I was like, dude, that was aggressive. Yeah, because the blind date was saying something about working with the elderly or whatever, and Jennifer's like, it doesn't sound weird, and he just, like, grabs her by the bicep and says, it sounds a little weird. Yeah. Like, yeah, it's fucking bizarre. Ugh. I hate that, too. Ugh, like your mom. Ugh, gag me. Gag me. Yeah. But then you can really see Megan. Megan is very insecure about the chemistry because she's, like, touching Ryan and, like, oh, yeah. But that was my note of Megan doesn't look like she belongs in college, but she did. I feel horrible about it. Moving on. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah. No, I'm not sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm an asshole. But I guess, like, whatever, how many times, like, I
guess that's it. Because after the triple date, the next day they're somewhere. Jennifer and Ryan, they're somewhere, like a coffee shop or something.
Yeah, they're at a coffee shop, laundromat, fucking computer lab mix.
That's right.
It's a laundromat, coffee shop, computer lab, all rolled into fucking one. Most bizarre joint I've ever fucking seen in my life.
Perfect. I should have looked a little lower on my notes, but I just found it kind of cute because they were at a coffee shop, but it was also a laundromat.
Oh, yeah.
Because Jennifer sends her laundry out, and Ryan does his laundry.
We're supposed to do our laundry together. There you go, symbolism.
Yeah, it was a cute little symbolism thing. But yeah, Jennifer breaks up with Schultz, Paul. I can't remember why. Oh, no, because they were at a movie theater. They're going to see like 16 Candles or something.
Yeah.
And Paul started to really like Jennifer. He stopped drinking. He stopped doing drugs. And Jennifer goes, he even stopped cheating on me.
Right.
Like, she liked the fact that he was a train wreck and an asshole. But watching the 80s movies kind of triggered her, and that's when we're at the laundromat coffee shop. And she has this, like, total meltdown, which after watching this so many times, like, I get it, but I don't at the same time.
Her meltdown?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think of it? Because she just goes up to everyone and is like, hey, who's ever been dumped? Who's ever been dumped?
I was trying to put myself, if I ever saw that in real life happen, I was trying to put myself in the actual situation of, if somebody did what she just did in real life, how the fuck would I react? Would I put up a hand? Would I encourage it? Would I be like, oh, it feels good? Or would I be like those people and just be dumbfounded and be like, what the fuck is happening?
I guess, like, they were dumbfounded, but it's like, really? Like, no one is gonna... Bullshit, you've never been dumped or dumped anybody.
Right, but again, it's that, if you go reality, like, somebody out of nowhere just starts fucking making a scene in the middle of you having coffee with your significant other, or you just doing something. Somebody's like making a scene coming off like they're drunk or they're high or they're something, and everybody's okay, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Or are you going to look at them like they're drunk or high or, that's why I was trying to put myself in this situation.
Yeah.
What would I do? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. But what were you going to say?
Was about it.
Oh, okay, so...
I think that was it.
I interrupted you.
No, I think that was it. I think that was where I was going.
But yeah, she just has this like total meltdown of.
But I agree with her.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but I agree with her. Yeah.
For sure. Well, you see her kind of just breaking down a little bit of like the wall of, yeah, we can try to do everything we can to try to be who we think the other person wants to be, but we end up getting disappointed at the end. And is it still worth it to keep dating? We keep dressing up. And we keep saying our lines. We keep doing our, everything we can, but it's always all for nothing. Yeah. Something bad always happens. And I think that's, when you think about like a relationship, it's like, fuck yeah, bad shit happens, but it's how you as a couple deal with it. It's like either it's going to make or break. I don't know. There can be like a nice little medium to it, but well, that's how she is. She is very up. She likes the highs and, like, the lows. Yeah. And there's one line that she says, because she walks out of the coffee shop, and Ryan comes back to try to, like, console her, and she says this one line, and, oh, God, every time I hear it, it could mean anything, not just what her situation is right now, but for anything with life. It might sound a little, like, immature, or it might sound a little emo, but she says, why does everything have to be so?
Huh.
Yeah. You can assume that she meant she was going to say hard.
Yeah.
But it could be hard, but like, why does everything have to be so? Insert every word you could think of. Yeah. What life can be, and she's just so. And they kiss.
Yes.
And hook up.
They hook up.
And you get a little trip down memory lane of how to design your room around that
time. Oh my God, those fucking stars.
I know.
Yes, that took me fucking back.
Yep.
My fucking sisters had them.
I had them.
I'm pretty sure I wasn't the one that did it, but my sisters or somebody put them in my room. And I was like, why? But at the same time, I did kind of like them.
Yeah.
Well,
those things were tricky. You had to put them up to light.
Yeah.
In order for them to
Well, there were those
glow.
light... Yeah, there were the light glows. So, like, when light hit them was how long... The longer the light would hit them, the longer they would glow.
Yeah, but if you had horrible lighting in your room...
Yeah, they were pretty much useless.
But she also had the plastic jewel...
My sisters had
fringe...
fucking fringes, too.
Fringe door frames.
Yes.
Oh, I fucking had that, too.
They had those shits.
Oh, yeah.
It was like walking into a goddamn... What am I trying to say? Like a witch doctor's hut. What it was like.
I think those were, like, really big in the 70s.
They were big in the 70s, and then they came back in the early 90s a little bit.
Yeah. Things always come back.
Yeah.
But then we get their little... Yeah.
Earlier mid.
Their little love scene. And you kind of get to see Ryan's body, like we were talking
Yeah,
about
we get to see those chiseled abs.
He's got him.
He's got him. She starts licking his nip and then going down to...
That was kind of hot.
Yeah.
She was kissing him down that torso pretty
low. She was getting him, and then she got right about...
to the belt.
Right about to the forest.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure he didn't have a forest.
Little happy trail.
Yeah, but she got about down there almost to nuclear launch. Mm-hmm. And it was like, well, okay. And then she takes her shirt off, which I don't recall seeing happen. But then you're staring at both of their well-chiseled abs, and you're like, fuck you both.
Fuck you both.
Fuck you both. With your fucking well-chiseled abs.
Yeah.
Of course, now I don't know if they have them anymore. I'm pretty sure FPJ doesn't. I don't know about her. I haven't seen her in much lately.
Who cares?
Yeah, that's what they were. Acknowledge it. Love the fact that you had them. And admire the fact that you can still get them again.
You can. And we've watched this movie twice, and Opie was not a fan of that scene.
Opie's not a fan of R&B music.
Have I told you I love you?
He's like not a fucking fan of R&B music.
He
I don't know what it is.
leapt up. We were on our bed watching, and just started barking like crazy. Both times we watched this fucking movie.
Yeah.
He has no soul.
He has no soul.
Yeah.
No soul.
But we're at the morning after, and Jennifer tries to bail.
Yeah, she's using it like a one-night stand.
Mm-hmm. Totally freaked out. Poor Ryan. He's just like, no, you're staying right here where I can see you.
Let me make you breakfast.
Yeah, I'll make breakfast. Like, just such a cute... Oh, he's being so cute, and she's just like, no, I have to go.
You never go to class.
Yeah.
That's why I gotta go.
And then comes... Ryan tells Megan what happens.
Yeah.
Another thing I didn't mention, Jennifer would always forget Megan's name. What's her name?
Mary.
Allie? Mary? Megan. Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
So there you go. That's a sign that you can tell that she
didn't like her.
And she loves Ryan. But here's another typical scene that happens with these movies when something happened between the two main characters romantically, and then they go to their best friends and talk about it.
Yeah.
Same thing. Same formula.
And neither best friend had any reason to give any advice.
No. It was just, Amy goes, Ryan's in your bed and he's naked.
Yeah.
Well, what are you going to do about it? I don't know.
Let him
Okay. And Hunter's not much help either.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, the fact that they were both the ones giving advice was enough to be like, what the fuck here?
True.
True. But at least in other films or in other things, we at least have an older brother who's experienced the situation. We have an older sister that has experienced the situation. In this, it is two people that have no reason to give any fucking advice.
Because their lives
they are just as train wrecked, if not worse, than the main characters.
Yes. Hello, mess.
Yeah.
Meet more of a mess.
Right.
But they try to hang out again, and of course, it's awkward.
Yeah.
How could it not be?
Yeah.
They try to, act like nothing happened, and...
Well, she does.
She does, but she also says, at first, okay, this is weird. Let's talk about it. What happened? What
happened? Of course, he was like, why does it have to be?
Well, at first...
Well, no, he agreed with it, but at the same time, though, did he?
No, he didn't.
Exactly.
Because I think he only did it... I think Ryan just, shuts down because of her reaction.
Yeah.
Because I think he was hoping for...
She would feel the same.
Yeah. And she didn't, and of course he didn't want to, I guess, rattle the cage, or I think he just shut down.
Right.
And he was just heartbroken. He's like, okay, it totally was a mistake. Yeah, let's just forget it. And she just seems sound as a pound, and
right.
You think, but then there's another montage of them. Well, it's Jennifer
trying to get a hold of him.
Trying to get a hold of him. He's avoiding her. She graduates. He wasn't there. And then little time goes by. She finds him at the spot, the across the bridge spot, and she's like, Ryan Walker, where have you been? And he is just a totally different person in this scene.
Yeah.
And I have to say, like, it kind of, like, I get where he's coming from, but he kind of is like acts like a little bit of a dick.
I'm gonna go ahead and probably disagree.
Okay.
Because, yeah, he was acting like a dick, but again, I mean, put yourself in the situation of he felt taken advantage of. Mm-hmm. You know? He felt taken advantage of. He gave love and what he thought was true affection to this woman who he thought was giving it back into return. So, and then she wakes up and she's just treating him like one of the punk dudes that she goes with. It's just a one-night stand. This is just for sex. Mm-hmm. Like, no. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'd be a little upset myself. Mm-hmm. So, coming off the way that he did, I don't think it was per se the wrong. I think he was ignoring her because of the fact of, if that's how you're going to see it, if what we did was wrong, then I might as well not even talk to you anymore. Mm-hmm. Because I have feelings for you, and if you don't have those feelings, then we might as well not see each other.
Oh.
So,
yeah,
that's my take. So, I don't think he was necessarily in the wrong, and I don't think what he did was that harsh, per se. I think what she did was harsher.
It was,
honestly.
But she was confused.
Which is understandable, and again, you can go with, but it's a double-edged sword. Who are you really gonna, who are you gonna side with? That's the point. Is which side was hurt the most. Yeah,
and I think it's hard to pick sides. I can definitely admit that I've been on her side more.
Yeah.
But I have been on his side as well. Mm-hmm. So that's how I feel about it. But he just says this line that it was a little harsh.
What was it?
He said, why don't you just put me up on the shelf like all of your other one-night stands?
But that's what I'm getting at.
And she takes it. Because she knows that what she did was wrong, but it's kind of like...
But it's the truth.
It's true, but fuck. Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's harsh. But again, I go back to it. You slept with him. You treated him like that. Mm-hmm. You put him on that shelf with Paul, with whoever the fuck the other guys were.
Boat guy.
You put him up there.
Doobie-doo-wop guy.
Doo-wop.
Yeah. And I think that's why she didn't fight anymore after that, because she really realized, I really hurt this guy. And
somebody I really did care about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep.
And yeah, once Ryan started talking and doing his little monologue, which Freddie Prinze Jr. does do a lot in movies. It's like his little moment of standing up for himself and coming out with his feelings. And the one thing that I really liked, I didn't like all of it, but the line that he said that I really enjoyed was the fact that they were together in this room with the cheap plastic stars, and it was the first time that something happened without planning. It was just so...
For him, yeah.
For him. It was just so organic, and it was the first time that he felt like he was actually living.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, God.
And that's where you do look at his character like, dude, yeah, she took you out of your constructive life and let you live free.
Be in the moment and live.
Be in the moment and live, and
not worry what's going to happen after or before.
And then she kind of took it away with how she acted. So
yeah. Oh yeah.
She made him feel alive, and then she made him feel worse than what he felt before.
Yeah, but she, I think, being afraid, because she's, even though she's like not much of a planner, but she plans on leaving. She's like, I'm leaving anyway. Like, why can't we leave on a good note? But she is just, okay, I'm not gonna fight this anymore because I really hurt him, and I have plans. So she is ready to go to Italy, and there's that scene where she's like about to leave, and Amy's like, they're saying their goodbyes, and Hunter walks by, and Jennifer asks, like, oh, how's Ryan? He goes, oh God, he's great. Yeah. Could it be better? I'm lying. He's hurting. Like, how would you feel if you were in love with someone and they didn't love you back? But anyway, yeah, that's great. Bye. Have a good trip.
Yeah, enjoy yourselves.
Yeah.
You came all the way out here just to do that?
Well, for this, like, movie-wise and script-wise and all that, yes, but in the movie it's like, oh, they just so happen to be walking down the same street at the same time. But she leaves on a shuttle, and this is where this movie gets a little weird for me. She leaves for the shuttle to go to the airport. Hunter and, well, he says Steve, when they meet, they kind of flirt a little bit. And Jennifer's on this shuttle, again, to the airport. She's sitting next to this woman, and I guess apparently this might be the shuttle where everyone who is going to Italy.
Yeah, that was weird. Everybody's on the same flight all of a sudden. I've never been on a shuttle where I was on the same flight with someone.
I haven't either. And I've been on like plenty of shuttles.
Me too.
And the woman, you can tell she's kind of like a businesswoman. Is there a businesswoman special?
Yeah.
I think of Romy and Michelle.
Oh!
God, I'm trying here. Okay.
You're a businesswoman special. You did a really good fucking...
businesswoman special?
That was a really good Romy.
I could so play Romy. Come on, I grew up in that area.
Oh, Post-it.
I invented Post-its. So this businesswoman, I'm gonna
get you everywhere.
Time after time.
All right, moving on. Moving on.
Oh my God, we're getting a little too giddy over here.
I know, man, that wine.
That wine, my God, it was like lower than the wine that we normally drink, but like, damn, I'm getting a little giggly here.
I know, it's cheap.
Maybe that's why it's called I Heart You, because we get the little giggles.
Yeah, we're getting the gigs.
But she's sitting next to this businesswoman, and she's like, "Oh, you going to Italy?" Like, yeah, I just graduated, and I'm gonna, go to Italy. What was your major? Latin. Interesting. What are you going to do with that? I don't know. She's like, well, yeah, I can understand that, but, you'll find what you want later on. She was like an English major. She had no idea what she was doing. And then now she owns her own company, which doesn't, like, I get it from someone that, like, didn't know where she was going, got like a simple major, and then did something like the complete opposite.
Yeah.
But and this is where I'm going to ask you, what made you, like, did you believe that was a way for Jennifer to be like, oh my God, I'm in love, I have to be with this guy, stop the van?
By the woman saying that you could do...
She's like, you'll find what you want at some point.
I think that's the only reason
I know
that could have caused her to do it.
I guess I would have been mad if she said, well, that I finally met this guy and I fell in love and my life has been amazing.
Yeah. That
would have been too cliche, but whatever that
woman...
But
I have my own business. Yeah,
I have my own business and I'm super happy with my life, and look at me, I get to go abroad whenever I want.
Right.
So, yeah, stop the van. Another montage of her going to all the areas where Ryan could be, doesn't find him, goes back to her old apartment with Amy and Hunter are in the same apartment.
Banging.
They banged, and turns out Ryan is going to the exact same airport that she was going to.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a weird thing. Like, you could have gotten to the airport.
Could have saved us some time or bumped into each other there. Why not?
Something. They do that in films.
Yeah.
Only You. That happened a bunch of times. Movie to save, maybe. But yeah, Hunter said, he's going back to LA or New York, whatever. She had to go all the way back to the fucking airport.
Yeah.
And this is, of course, pre 9/11.
Yeah.
And she was able to get on his flight, on the plane, no problem.
Easy. Yeah.
And she goes, "Te amo, Ryan Walker." It says it on the bottle that we're drinking right now.
No shit, does it? Te amo.
On the top, Te amo.
Oh,
in
no
Latin.
Shit.
Yeah. Je t'aime in French. But anyway, funny thing that I noticed later on. I know, we picked the perfect wine. She's confessing her love to him, and this poor flight attendant, she's just trying to do her job.
Yeah.
you might think that she's like being a bitch, but it's like, I'm just here to work.
Well, it's anybody that's trying to force the fucking rules of their employer.
Yeah, you gotta sit down. We're about to take flight, and luckily there was an empty seat for her to sit. Take your seat. I'm not gonna check your fucking plane ticket.
But Jake, take your goddamn seat.
Take your goddamn seat.
Just assuming, it's just part of the fucking flight.
Jennifer makes that cute line, I want to do laundry with you, Ryan.
Yeah.
And he says, cute, like, you send yours out. Yeah, and the guy that was next to Ryan is like, do you want to, like, take my seat?
It took him fucking forever to do that. I was expecting his ass to be like, if I was him, I would have been like, do you just want to switch? Yeah. Like, fuck, it's still an aisle seat. Doesn't fucking matter.
I know.
If anything, you're closer than I am. I would have said it right off the bat. I would have been like, hun, do you want to sit here? You're on your own, pal. Enjoy.
I know. Well, Jennifer kind of has to work for it a little bit, you know?
No, yeah, I get it.
Yeah, she hurt Ryan and she needs to... The line that I didn't like was, I need you. And I'll say it every time. I hate those lines in movies where you complete me, I need you.
Yeah.
I've been tainted by that line. And it's not a good line to say in movies. Especially, like, when you're trying to, like, build a relationship, like, needing someone, that's not a good sign.
Right.
But it took him no time at all to forgive her. And
yeah, absolutely.
And she says, you were kidding, right, about the whole us doing laundry, and I'll teach you.
I'll teach you how to do laundry.
Yeah,
it was really cute. They met on a plane and they got back together on a plane.
Exactly.
So yeah, that was really adorable.
Because he gets scared while the flight starts to take off, and he starts to count, and she says the line that she did in the beginning.
Yeah.
Just try breathing.
Try breathing.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that was Boys and Goyles.
Boys and Girls.
What did you think? Would you watch this movie again without me?
No.
I knew it.
I know.
Why did I even ask?
No, I mean, it's... Again, not that it's a bad movie. It's just not something that I personally was like, Again, why I really like doing this podcast with you. You were making me see a different sign. If you were watching this, I would probably join you. But I'm not going to go out of my way and pop it in the DVD player and say, let me watch Boys and Girls today.
Yeah, I got this on DVD, people.
Right.
So you know I'm into this movie if we got the DVD.
So I'm not going to go out of my way to watch it. But if you're watching it, I'll come and sit down and I'll watch it with you. I'll open a book.
You'll open a book?
I'll open a book and I'll watch it. No, I'm kidding. Cool. I will watch it. I will watch it if you're watching it, but on my own, no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. Yay.
It's Boys and Girls. So, for my pick, I really needed to do some thinking because I just wasn't sure where I wanted to go. But I find it a sin that the only fucking medieval film that I did was Conan.
That was our first episode.
And it was our first episode, and we're already, 13 episodes in?
Yeah.
So, I've got to pick one. I've got to pick a fucking medieval type film.
You're so predictable. I
love
it.
I love you. And especially, the question is, which one do I want to go with? So, I think...
I have 2 in my head right now.
I know.
That I know you talk about all the time.
I do. But I only know of one, per se, that I can think of off the top of my head that I know your ass hasn't watched. And I've even talked to you about fucking watching it, and you've refused every time. So I'm going to make you fucking do it now. And this movie does have, and for those of you that know, I did do this with Polly on the Miscellaneous podcast. We're going to do The 13th Warrior. Oh, shut up. Shut up.
My God. You talk about this movie all the time, and I have been able to avoid 7.5 years of not watching this movie with
I know, and you're gonna watch it because it's a perfect example of a fantasy mystery.
Antonio Banderas, right?
Miscast.
No,
but yes,
that's the one that I'm thinking.
Well,
of.
yes,
Okay.
Okay, but miscast. Like, his character's supposed to be Indian. Obviously, Antonio Banderas is not fucking Indian.
Well, that happens to him a lot, actually, getting miscast.
Yeah, I know. But, did he do a good job? Yes, I enjoyed him. But I would have preferred to have seen an actual Indian actor be in an Indian role.
I'm sure majority of people would agree with you.
Exactly. Especially back then. But again, this is 1999.
1999,
yeah.
All right.
So this was 1999. But anywho, that's going to be the next one, folks. Prep yourselves. 13th Warrior. Find it if you can. Give it a watch. And then come back and we'll discuss this one. So, prep yourself. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us today. If we are able to get this out before turkey dinner, happy Thanksgiving. If not, hope you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. Please like, subscribe, and leave a review if you can, Apple Podcast. We really appreciate it. If you really like helping us out, we really appreciate that. Again, we are on all podcasting platforms, and we hope to see y'all next time.
Yeah, catch you on the flip side.
All
13th
right.
Warrior, woohoo.
13th Warrior, folks. We'll see you there. Bye.
Bye. Sorry.
Shut.